I thought we're doing something fun for a change. I know it's a big difference compared to how I've always been posting about the same one Fireball Furnace Yeti army, but I just watched Shock's recent video about Legend League and how there's a lack of variety, and I thought just to help prove the point a little bit, because even I've mentioned it, other armies just don't work, and I'm not sure how much they'll even change after the balance changes. So to that extent, I've got super bowlers over here, and many of you guys who've been following me since I've maybe had like 100 subs, 200 subs, you'll know that super bowlers was the army that I used to run. And we're doing what we can with the most modern equipments for it. I feel like the Frostflake and the Rocket Spear can be a good combination if you keep an eye on your Royal Champion. It's just a bit of experiment that I was doing for super bowlers, and we're here with some friends at Savage Stars. We're going to try out some of the bases and see how Super Bowlers perform. So let's just get into it. So some pain points for Super Bowlers is the Minion Prince. There's no answer against it other than Headhunters. Either your Queen also has to deal with it, but I'm using a variant where the Queen doesn't even go in the core, or your Royal Champion has to deal with it. There's not many answers really. So all in all, it can be a little bit tricky, but again, let's see what we can do. I don't see any particularly great flame flinger value anywhere, but maybe that's fine. It looks like we can potentially use a siege barracks on this base as well. Yeah, like I'm just thinking with queen with a siege barracks on the bottom, that should help funnel my super bowlers into the bomb tower, jump on the bomb tower. That looks fine, I think. Just theoretically speaking, and I'm even making sure to approach behind all the fire spitters. It's a relatively quick approach as well to the revenge tower itself. I just have to be very, very careful of how I also place my jump spell, and we should be golden from there on. So let me switch to a siege barracks, and let's see. My problem with super bowlers is they're just way too squishy for this town hall, man. Like it's so absurd. I'll just wait for this air defense to go down and then I'll get started. I'll take the I'm missing the words, man. I'll take the fire splitter out using the Royal Champion later on. But jump right now, like that. Let's use the Warden ability. And now save against the Minion Prince. Please take the jump. Okay. the, ah, this is also another problem. Like if your king dies early, then it's like the jump is practically wasted. Even though I've taken the time to plan for it, it's still nah. So damn close. But let's see. I might still be able to pull this back. Maybe. Just maybe. I still have a rage in the bag. Oh, those rocket loons on my super bowlers, man. What are they doing? Okay, let's raise up the Yetis. I'm guessing the Yeti might should give some good value. Come on. We might still be able to get this. That's crazy if we do. I've given that one headhunter. Wow, okay. This is a lot closer than I was anticipating, honestly. Hmm. Yeah, this is practically just a time fail. Okay, well, I'm stunned. Looks like Super Bowlers are good for the reach compartment somehow. But the point still stands, right? Like it's so much more difficult to plan. And compared to some other options, the traps just punish you so much harder for these smash attacks. I don't know. Sure, it's cool that I managed to reach 96%. But oh my god, that was stressful. You can see the pain points. Like I needed a jump spell to begin with. Meteor golems don't even need a jump spell. And the king's ability practically got wasted. Like I could have, or I should say, jump spell got wasted. I should have jumped much further ahead, seeing that my king wouldn't have been able to survive that initial rage spell. And yeah, there's so much splash on the base that it's so difficult to get headhunters to the minion prince anymore. It feels a little bit difficult to run smashes like these, especially when you have some things that you just cannot fight against with so much of splash on the base. But that's okay. This is just to give you guys an idea of how much more difficult the game is now for all of these older attacks and what their pain points are. And why I agree with Shock when he says there's not much variety in the game. I'd like to do this exercise over the next few days just to show you guys. But for now, we'll stick to Super Bowlers. We've got this very troublesome looking diamond style base next. I honestly don't know what I'm gonna do against it. It just looks so painful. What do you even do? Okay. The super wizard tower is also looking so bad on the back end. I will try to hold on to my warden ability for this area where all the heroes are accumulated. So I can hopefully get some headhunters in. But no promises. Uh, I don't mind just sacrificing my flame flinger for this little bit of an area beside the other ground expo. Just for the sake of doing something. I feel like I can't get a flame flinger behind the town hall. There's two builder huts, there's too many mortars to dig past, and most importantly, I won't be able to get that area out by the time my super bowlers get there. It's just pointless. There's so much of HP on the board now. Okay, at least this part is done. So let's just get this show on the road. Okay. I have to remember to use my king ability first and then my warden ability later. Where are the Super Bowlers going? No, come on. Okay, time to sacrifice my royal champion there. And even the jump is placed all weird. Man, that sucks. Okay. And warden ability now. For the headhunters, minion prince go down first. I'd be very, very happy. The king has somehow... Okay, great. The super bowlers are in. Oh, Guardian is down. Royal Champion is down. Everybody is just dead. Yep, as I thought. The super bowlers just... What? That was the poison spell. That's the wrong spell. It is pretty close. But man, the timing has to be so perfect. I still have a rage spell as well. Yeah, the timing has to be absolutely perfect. I'm pretty sure. Like I still had a rage invis. I could have used them to help the super bowlers clear this area on the base on the bottom. Uh, Not only that, but I don't know if you guys noticed, but my wall breaker, it actually broke this intersection over here, which made the super bowlers leak into this bottom side. I don't know why that happened. I was hoping they would go to the center and then all together just burst through. Again, there's so many things where you have to watch out for, so many fundamental things, so much more. For meteor golems, it's as if you don't even have to worry about wall breaks. Theoretically, it makes sense what I'm saying, but in practice, against so much of splash damage, it's so difficult to put it into practice. Maybe I'll try this without commentating as much. Let's see what happens. The steps that you need to take are so much more exact now. Um, for example, like the king ability is useless in this compartment, but I need the warden ability over there. Yet I feel like I should use my warden ability beforehand to protect against all of this, maybe in case everybody starts a split. So maybe what I'll try to do this time is I'll use the jump early, not giving any chance over there for anything weird to happen. And then as soon as we get the jump in, I'll use my king's ability near the bomb hive area. And then I'll use my warden ability as everybody's going into the enemy hero related compartment. Hopefully, that should be it. Uh, I'm not gonna expect too much more. Let's see. Let's see. Let's just drop this. Okay, remember to use the jump spell first. That is giving everybody really good access. Let's rage up everybody. Remember not to use the warden ability. Just the king ability. No, 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 not the warden ability. Just the king ability. Let's drop some headhunters on the top. Where are these headhunters going? And now, warden ability. Go, 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 go. Do something useful. I have no clue what I managed to grab out, but I'm hoping the headhunters grabbed at least the minion prince. It seems like it. Wow, okay, great, great. Let's just support my super bowlers from the back end over here. I need to make you guys invisible. Have I lost my super bowlers? No, I haven't yet. Okay, perfect. Also, queen's on like literally 1 health. Okay, skeleton spell for a multi-gear cannon at the very end. Royal champion. Oh my god, am I gonna get this? Oh my god, oh my god. No way, no way. What? Whoa, 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 whoa. Seriously? Damn. But you can see what I mean, right? There's so many small things you have to worry about in your execution in order to really make it work. And even now, like the split second decision making that you need on your super bowlers is insane. If I had placed the invis spell maybe quarter of a second earlier on the super bowlers, I would have had like three of them alive and I wouldn't have been as scared of this ending. Uh, but you can see what I mean. Like for somebody to pick up an attack, it's not as simple as, oh, this feels strong, just because I don't need to know too many fundamentals of the attack and it seems to be working. I just need to change some small thing. If somebody tries to pick up super bowlers with no prior experience, I guarantee you they're going to have like 1 star, 60%, 70% fails all day long, and they're just gonna completely call it trash. And I agree, why would you even try to pick something like this up when you have meteor golems as an option? It's just absurd, and even I'm retrying these bases again and again, thinking about them so specifically to get this attack done. Just saying, just saying. Let's move on to some more attacks. Okay, time to try out some of my own bases. These are new ones I've collected. I don't know how I'm gonna perform against them. Let's see, let's see. Hmm. Okay. I'm just gonna play around a bit, okay? Let's see if it works. I'm not expecting it to, but I'm gonna use the queen as a funnel. And if that works, then that is crazy. That's honestly perfect. Let's do it this way. I guess people will start going towards this side of the base. Yeah. Okay, I've lost my queen. She's gone off to the side somewhere. Let's just drop the skeleton spell. King ability first. Okay. I still have my warden ability. And a few of these super bowlers which are very, very badly very badly placed. Okay. Looks like we've got at least one super bowler in there. Let's freeze that. Revenge tower should go down. I still have a few rages. Despite of that horrible start, this might be possible. Let's freeze that. I might have to make you invisible. Let's age you again. Jeez. How is this coming as close as it is? It's absurd. Like, super bowlers are so strong, sure. But this is just funny at this point. Man. Yeah. Oh, okay. This video might make me change my mind about using super bowlers in general for legends attacks because what the heck? I just decided to use my queen to funnel on a whim and it's come this close. Oh my god. Okay, okay. Mm, but there's no. I still feel there's no concrete answer to most bases, right? Like this is just going to be a time fill at this point. But damn, that was impressive. I still feel I don't know what the heck I did over here. All I did was just use my queen to set up a funnel. After that, it was pretty much random bullshit go. I just saved two bowlers for the life of me to the best of my ability. They managed to do all of that. Who knows? Maybe there is something I can do with super bowlers like this somehow. I have no clue what I'm doing. Let's just try some other bases. Okay, I wanted to try one of these base styles as well, but a town hall is kind of awkwardly isolated like this. It's it, I don't even know how to begin to approach bases like these for super bowlers. But I guess we're learning on the fly, so good for us. Fire spitters both facing down as well. Jump spell won't cut it there. Hmm. Okay, for the time being, I'm just gonna do this. I don't expect a log launcher to be the best solution. I'm not even sure if the way I'm doing this is the best way I can do this attack as well. So many questions. Hmm. I'm now wondering if I should have tried doing that same log launcher trick I did with my queen for this attack as well. Uh, but it's okay. I'll just allow the warden to push a little bit deeper. I don't mind using one rage spell as well. Just maybe allow him to grab this compartment more or less. And then I'm thinking just siege backs with the queen on the side. Okay, three expos on him. It's looking like I'm gonna have to go from the right side of the base at this rate. Okay. And let's also send the royal champion through here. King ability, etc. first, remember? It's okay if my king goes down. I'll use the king's ability first to open up the base around here. I'm fine with that. I just have to make sure to save my royal my warden ability for the long shot and this area in general. Like now. Okay. Damn. I might have just sold myself super bowlers at this point. Okay. If my queen survives, then great. That minion prince should go down as well. And there we go. Minion prince should go down. Wait. I started this. I started recording this video to try and showcase how difficult it might be for some attacks to perform a lot better now at Town Hall 18. But all I'm doing is proving that super bowlers are actually kind of OP. I have no clue. I have no clue what's going on anymore. I don't even know where the super bowlers are gonna go. Like legit. This is also looking like a time fail. Unless the super bowler bounces somehow do something useful. I don't know how many traps are lying around over here. Okay. Wow, we managed to get it. I'm literally just blanking out. I need to censor that notification, but wow. Okay. Pretty forgiving. Oh, I think we're on to something here, maybe. Okay, king ability first. Always just be ready to sacrifice a king or your jump spell, whichever one. Just make sure to save the warden ability for wherever the minion prince is usually located, unless you can easily snipe him. We're learning on the fly, I guess. But still, it's just some fundamentals that you have to take the effort to learn, and maybe it's not as intuitive compared to some other attacks. Let's just keep going and see. But I'm sure there's some base styles that really will annoy me. I thought I'd just do this one recorded instead of live, just because I wanted to take the time to talk about, again, things that you have to just look out for. Like, there's so many important defenses in this game now. Back in earlier town halls, the most important defense was the scatter shot, and now it's just this random thing that you keep on the edge of the base somewhere. You can't even believe it, right? It was much easier to try to plan for a flame flinger or something somewhere on the base. And a big problem with using the flame flinger in smashes now is it's very difficult to, or I should say it's very base dependent to collect the value that you're looking for before your smash can really get value from it. Like, theoretically speaking, just look at this, right? It's such a good setup. We've got our super bowlers all lined up to start going towards this entire core, even deal with the town hall garden area, everything. Like, they're perfectly set up. Flamefinger also decent value, not gonna lie. The multi archer tower and the fire spitter, and maybe some more value after that. Who knows? All I'm trying to say is, in this case, the fire spitter is actually going to be grabbed extremely late into the attack, to the point where the damage that needed to be done by the fire spitter to my smash is already done before the flame flinger can even do anything about it. And of course, my warden is not even taking a good trajectory to follow the smash. So I'm using my warden ability first because I'm realizing, okay, the main prince is at the bottom of the base, and I have my queen handling it with the help of some skeleton spells, totem spells, headhunters, whatever, you name it. We've got enough of help down there. But look at this, right? The fire spitter is now aiming for my warden, and it's so, I can't even help how he's moving through the base. I can assure you, if I try to repeat this attack again, my warden will end up taking a different path than he did before, and the outcome of the attack could have completely changed. But just that split, I lost like two bowlers, three bowlers. I lost my warden to the fire spitter, and I can't even keep the super bowlers alive anymore. So it just feels so inconsistent to try other armies out right now. Despite of how powerful I have shown these armies to be, I will I will be very transparent with you people. I am doing these attacks like two or three times on the same base. It's very rare that the very first time I'm doing an attack on the base, I will have whatever results I am showing to you on the screen. For this specific base, it was the very first time I attacked it, but again, I'm just telling you, like, this doing this attack made me realize it's so difficult to try to keep track of so many ifs and buts for all of the other attacks that are there in the game, despite of how powerful they seem, just because of the number of important defenses that are there in the game right now. A lot of these things you don't have to worry about when you're using much older attacks, and I appreciate that aspect of the game, and I wish other troops were made just slightly more powerful enough such that it feels like the effort that you have to put into mastering them is somewhat similar. I don't know how to even describe it. I guess I'll put it this way. My own army, the Fireball Yeti into furnaces, it was easy at Town Hall 17 to execute, but you still had to put some thought into it. You still had to keep your warden alive. It was not completely brain dead. It was a phase by phase, well structured, well executed attack that brought it all together. But the execution difficulty was similar to that of, say, Root Strider, RC Charge into Root Strider, and that's all I'm trying to say. So again, doing this video might have sold me on trying Super Bowlers again. I feel like this is a pretty good combo for Super Bowlers, but those are just my 2 cents, and this is what I feel trying Super Bowlers. Maybe I'll try some other armies and showcase other difficulty pinpoints that are there for them as well. Let me know what you guys feel, and if you want to see any specific armies just to try to compare them. Again, focus on older armies. I'm talking about even like Super Archer blimps and maybe even like Blizzard, even like Lalo attacks, things like that. I would be happy to try them out. Oh, even Queen charges, man. Yeah, I'd be so happy to try all of these attacks out and show you guys how they perform now in Town Hall 18. Just let me know in the comments. I'd be happy. Yeah, that's all for now. Take care, you guys, and peace.